Watching CW6 News in the morning.
And welcome back. It's our last day here on CW6, and boy, so much going on. We have people.
There are, some familiar faces around.
Yes, Mark Bailey. Mark Bailey is here, and he has been helping us out this morning, and it just wouldn't be the same without you, Mark.
You know, I can't hear you right now just because of the electronic setup here, but we'll figure all that out in a couple seconds, but we're on.
They said it would not be the same without you.
Oh,
I can
well,
hear.
You know what? I just told you. You said, oh, here, Mark, go ahead and enjoy the segment, do it. And I said, no, I'm here to support you guys. I had my last day about 10 months ago, honestly.
We're happy to have you back.
Well, it's a pleasure to be
see
here.
you.
Well, we're going to do something that I always love. We're going to talk to the folks from the San Diego Zoo, and Rick Schwartz is here. Rick, normally, when I ask somebody if they brought something with them or have something that's going to poke me, stick me, hurt me,
Right.
I'm out working with the El Cajon Police Department, and I'm referring to something in their pocket that might be illegal.
Understood.
You brought something that could poke us, stick us, hurt us, potentially.
Potentially, if you were to get too close, yes.
Oh, but it's so
over
cute.
here on the perch is Isana, one of our rock star animal ambassadors. He's a South American porcupine, or known as a prehensile-tailed porcupine. And she's about 8 years old. She has traveled to New York with me. She's been on this set before as well, along with a lot of sets throughout the nation to help promote the San Diego Zoo and all that we do. And so we thought it would be fitting to have her, our big star, out here for the last day.
On our last day, you're going to stick it to us one more time.
Stick it to you one more time. Well, I could have brought like a skunk or something. I mean,
That's true. No, this is better. We'll take this.
Fair enough.
We'll take this.
Fair
So
enough.
cute, the little face.
Yeah, and so
what
that
are you
little,
feeding her?
Well, she's a herbivore that also likes to eat fruit as well.
Okay.
So she's having some corn, some fruit, some roots there. Also, all good stuff for her breakfast. So she loves to come out and hang out and munch on her food. Now, porcupines are a true rodent, means the front teeth are always growing, and they grab food with those front feet and pull up to the mouth. And she gets her name prehensile-tailed porcupine by that tail. Prehensile is a fancy word for grasping. So that tail she can wrap around. They spend a lot of time climbing in the trees. And of course, as soon as your camera gets nice and close, I will definitely disclose the myth that they cannot shoot their quills, or the myth is they can shoot their quills, but they cannot shoot their quills.
Maybe they can, maybe they can't. You might want to stay
Try it out,
loose.
Travis.
Try it out, see what happens.
See how it goes. Last day.
Quills are simply a modified hair that grows out with keratin, just like your hair does, and out of a root follicle as well, but they're very sharp and stiff. Of course.
Hey, you've got the new exhibit getting ready to open. I mean, this is huge.
It is literally huge. It's the biggest exhibit we've ever opened at the zoo. It is 8 acres. So if you remember the old dog and cat canyon that would start up with their African copy and kind of curve on down to the bottom over by pandas, that area has been closed for 2.5 years. We're going to open it in June. Going to be called Africa Rocks.
Wow.
8 acres, $68 million already paid for thanks to our awesome San Diego community and the donations.
Well, you know, let me just mention that
Yes.
briefly, because I told you off camera, we just renewed our zoo membership again.
Thank you.
It's the best entertainment value in Southern California, maybe in the entire United States.
Well,
I
we
mean,
appreciate that,
You buy
yeah.
that family membership, you go to the zoo, the wild animal park, anytime the safari park.
All right, you call it whatever you want. It's still an awesome
old
place.
habits die hard. Your parking's taken care of up at the safari park.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just incredible. You go anytime you want. And
Exactly.
so
All
now
year long.
our kids grew up there. Now my granddaughter gets to go with us all the time. So.
Yeah, I mean, and you're right. It's not only is it a great value, but it's really part of our San Diego community. And we couldn't do the awesome work we do. You know, we're a nonprofit organization. We do conservation all over the world. We have 2 amazing facilities, and we couldn't do it without membership support, community support we always get. As a nonprofit, we rely on that kind of support to get things done. And we get a lot of great things done, including Africa Rocks opening up in June.
You know, I used to go out and shoot segments with the zoo, and we do them look live. You know, I'd go out and shoot 2, 3 segments, 4 segments at a time, and then air them over time and everything. And I cherish that memory. And being able to bring that to the folks in San Diego.
It really has been amazing to get to go there and see kind of behind the scenes and see these animals up close. And you've brought them on set pretty much every week. We've gotten to meet a new animal, which has been really fascinating. I know Mark's gotten to meet a lot of them.
We've had some adventures
wonderful.
on set too. I don't know if Mark remembers. We've had a couple animals fly up to the rafters.
We've had animals on the rafters. I inadvertently scared a cheetah one time.
Yeah,
and
well, but nobody got hurt.
Nobody got hurt, but they were cleaning up after my mess. So usually they're cleaning up after the animals.
Right.
So.
Usually, yeah. No, and we appreciate it. You know, CW has always been so wonderful supporting the zoo, coming out, like you were saying, to cover things going on out there, or inviting us into your home to then in turn invite us into the audience.
Well, you know, I'm over at National University now, and I'm producing video there. In fact, folks can go to YouTube and look at National University Productions. Just search that. We're partnering with the zoo as well over at National University now. You guys partner all over the place. It's children's hospitals and the zoo, and it's just a zoo TV that we're bringing into hospitals with National University
Yes,
now.
that's
So
fantastic.
that relationship at least continues. So we won't be saying goodbye.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate
See
that.
you
That's
later.
for sure. More of a see you later, exactly.
Yeah.
And we'll always be here. And I know that you folks here at CW6 will eventually, find other ways in the community out here, and we'll definitely see each other again. That's for sure. And of course, if you guys have memberships, you will see you out at the zoo or safari park
And
as
we'll
well.
definitely see you this
Absolutely.
summer for Africa Rocks.
Yes.
Starting in June.
Starting in June, we've got 6 different habitats opening up. People think of Africa, they think savanna, like zebras and giraffe and elephants. We have all that. We've done that. Africa is incredibly diverse. So starting sort of from north to south, we're going to have highlands, we'll have deserts, we'll have wooded areas, rainforests, even the Madagascar species, which are incredibly unique.
Yeah.
And then also, I think we're going to end at the very southern portion there down in the canyon with African penguins.
Which
One
I
of the
never
largest-
think of penguins when I think of Africa.
I know,
but I thought
very
that
few
was
people
really
do, and that's
interesting.
interesting because that species is starting to head towards being an endangered species. A lot of challenges going on there. San Diego Zoo and other zoos across the nation have really banded together to help not only with the breeding population, but sending people to Africa to help out down there as well. And so our story with our conservation will be told right there at Africa Rocks.
You know what? You and I have been doing this on and off for 14, 15 years now, just here. Where are we compared to where we
San
were?
Diego.
Yeah. Mark, it's okay. Compared to 15 years ago, we're always talking about conservation.
Right.
Are we doing any better? I mean, are we better or worse off than when you and I started this like some 15 years ago?
So are we better or are we worse off? The answer is yes to both of those. We've seen a lot of species go from being in a really bad place to a much better place, and some that we thought were okay now need our help. So it's always changing. So yes, some better, some worse, but our work does prove that conservation works.
The work matters. And
Yes,
that was my point.
and it
Yeah.
works. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Rick, great to see you, brother.
Thank you, man.
Thank you
Appreciate
so much
it.
for coming.
Good to
God
see you
bless.
guys.
It's been great.
Bye,
Thank you.
everybody.
Stick around. We have so much more in store for you, including our friends from SeaWorld.